Hello. Happy Monday. Happy snowy Monday. Let me just turn off that light first. It's a rarity. I do my makeup during the daytime, so I usually have to have that light on. How's everyone doing? Today was hair washing day, so felt good. I don't know what I'm going to use for foundation today. Oh, I need to share this group. Hold on a sec. If you're here, say hello. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. So for those of you that have commented on my name of my business, thank you. I'm sure at some point by the end of the day I will come up with a final one and I will obviously post it. So today's an exciting day in Younique land. Because it is bonus payday, which I was lucky enough to hit last month. So yeah, super excited about that. And I also got a little something special in the mail today and something the other day, which I will get to. What do I want to do? Do I want to do stick foundation? Let's do the stick. I don't want to get my hands dirty today. So we will do stick in Velour. I've already primed my face, moisturized, primed, all that fun stuff. Get my kabuki brush. So we're good to go. I'm gonna cut that later. The great thing about stick foundation, you don't really need a lot. You don't. And you can always go back and add to it. I'm so over this weather. I should have a hair clip in here. And do you know why I'm over this weather? Because I could see my grass yesterday. And I was like, yes, mud season's almost over. As far as the girls tearing up the lawn because it's so soft. And then today happened, and then tomorrow's going to happen, and the day after. And it makes me very unhappy. Like, very unhappy. I'm sure it makes everybody in the area unhappy as well, but it's like I can't wash my floors until the season's over, because there's really no point, because they'll go back to looking exactly the way they did. Just so annoying. But it is what it is. I'm not going anywhere. Today's my day off, thank God. I needed it. It was a long weekend. Just have to go to the grocery store to grab stuff for dinner. And then back home I go. I'm back into sweatpants. Just get the neck. If you're watching, say hello. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay, please. All right, that's blended. It's been blended for a bit, but just had to do it. Had my dad come over the other day to measure our rooms upstairs because we're going to put hardwood in, which I'm super pumped about because I just hate rugs for all sorts of reasons. I feel like every time after I wash my rugs, somebody pukes on them. I'm all set with that. So my parents gave us 4 boxes of hardwood from when they left the house I grew up in. So we have those in our basement. So we're going to start either with this room or the other room. So at some point I will be doing my live somewhere else. So cannot wait. Yes, Diana. You're gonna love it. So here's my struggle with that, Diana. I mean, I think the lightest color I have, I don't know what color I have right now in the samples, but I don't have your color in the sample, but I do want to get it out so then that way you can at least see if your skin has a reaction to it. And then we can get you the right color if you do well with it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Hey, Erica. So the floor should be started soon, which is good. So, because Anna got she like works completely remote now, so she's home all the time. So we kind of want to move her desk right now is downstairs in between like the living room and kitchen. So we kind of want to move her up here. So she'll have half of the room, I'll have half of the room. So that way it can just be, hi, it'll just be an office up here. So that is our plan. We already got the desk and the bookcase and filing cabinet and all that fun stuff. Now, I just need to get the floors done, then we can put it all together and do that. And then at some point, we'll do our bedroom's floors. I want something completely different. Like the hardwood that we're putting in up here is just like the regular, it's technically red oak hardwood. I'm just not, I don't want it through the rest of my house. We have it downstairs right now and I'm not a fan. So at some point that's going to be changing also, but I'm thinking of either doing like the porcelain tile that looks like wood in our bedroom, because I want to do that with the entire downstairs and just make it uniform and do dark grout, because right now we have really light grout, which is bad when you have 4 dogs. Real bad. I am going to open a new bronzer. That one is Gonzo. Yay! Nice new bronzer. It does show everything. I don't like it. I don't like how light it is either. So we will see what we decide to do. Or we may, I don't know. We'll probably end up doing tile upstairs in the master bedroom and closet. Because our washer and dryer is in our closet, which is absolutely fantastic. So in our future home, that will also happen. And then we're going to redo our floors in our bathroom as well. I love the way my parents did theirs. The tile that they use, so I'm probably going to copy them and use that. But it's great. I haven't done my brows yet. Oh, the comb, when I just combed them. Hold on, I'll show you in a second. It's amazing how many more people are alive at this time of day as opposed to when I go live in the morning. So thank you all for tuning in. All right. This was just my brow liner. Do you mean to color in your brows? So this is just my brow liner, and I just use that on the, just to kind of get them all going the same direction. But it is like an actual brow pencil on the other side, which I love. Like when I'm in a quick rush, I'll use that. But I typically use my Brow Obsession palette. All right. Ooh, I'll show you something that I got. So I'm sure you all saw my post about the bag I wanted and was trying not to buy. And I bought it. It came. I love it. It's nice and big. I know, you're probably usually asleep. Fair enough. You get a pass then. What's everyone else's excuse? So yeah, it came in. I absolutely love it. I might have also gotten another tote bag in the same print. Anna doesn't know about it. Yeah, no, it's big. It's like a weekender getaway bag. So it will be great for like a carry-on. So excited. So excited. Like these things. Just, yes. I love getting things in the mail. All right. We have not done blush. So Seductive, as you all know, is my go-to. Just going to be my go-to today. I'll use my blusher brush. So now that we aren't moving anytime soon, we've like started going through like, what do we want to renovate next? So definitely the floors. Get that done. Anna also wants to build a patio off the deck that we just built. So that will probably get done at some point. Floors downstairs will probably be a couple of years from now, but it depends how much more I can stand looking at the grout and that red oak. All right, so let's do brows. We'll do Luminizer at the end. So Diana, this is what I use. I would probably say 95% of the time. I'll go back and use the brow liner just to fill it in. This is a Brow Obsession palette, and this one's in blonde, which I'm not very blonde, but it works well with my brow color. I have the brunette one. We have brunette, and I've used that. I use the lightest shade in this, and it's basically just like a pressed powder. And I fill in like the bottom line and the top line, and then I do the end and then fill in. Of course, I'm probably gonna bring it to Florida. I need to bring it somewhere. I can't just have a bag that I don't use. Something I would totally do. Buy something that I don't use. Ugh. It means I can just get rid of some of my other bags. We're planning on having a yard sale this summer. Like, I want to get rid of everything. Like, everything. It's amazing how much junk you accumulate. But so if anyone else has stuff that they want to sell, feel free to come over when we have our yard sale. And then whatever we don't sell will be donated. Like, even my like, I decorate for Christmas, definitely. I don't really think I decorated for anything else. Like, I'll leave up my Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July stuff, like, all summer long. Obviously, we're very patriotic in this house, so that I'm definitely keeping. But aside from that, I might have decorated for Turkey Day. I'm going to get rid of all of my stuff. It does not come with a brush. That is separate. But it is fantastic. And I don't know how much of the brush is off the top of my head. I need to start pinning. Well, once I get my page up and running, my business page. And Brooke, I may steal your idea. Well, it's not really stealing it because you gave it to me with the Radiant, with the R-A-E. But then I question if people are going to think I just can't spell. Really good speller here. So, I don't know. We will see. All right. I'm just going to put the wax on just to hold them in place. I think tonight I'm going to have to do my exfoliating mask. Another great thing about this brow palette, sorry about the reflection. So it comes with 2 colors. You have your lighter one and your darker one. And even in like the brunette one and the dark one, it comes with 2 as well. It comes with like a highlighting shimmer, which sometimes I'll use if I'm not going to do eyeshadow or anything. Sometimes I use my eyeshadow, but I'll go up and put right below the brow. And then it has this pink correcting cream, which I'll show you what that does in a second. And then it comes with a wax so you can set it. So the pink correcting cream, you don't really need a lot. Some people go crazy with it. And so if you make any mistakes with it, like putting on the color, you can go in and just, sometimes I like shrink up my brows this way, like the real thick part. You can go in and use it to correct it. And it literally like erases it. It's crazy. Diana, it is fantastic. It's like one of my most favorite things. And it's so versatile because you can, if you wanted to, not only obviously use it for brows, but you could also get an eye look out of that with the darker and the lighter, and then go in with the highlight. Totally doable. Multifunctional. All right, that's done. We'll have to get back to you on that. I haven't had to, actually, let me let you know right now. It hasn't been something I've had to buy in a while. Like, legit. No, the powder doesn't wear off during the day because I set it with that wax. I don't go too crazy with the wax because I don't want my, like, brows to look slick. But, no, it literally stays all day. Like, if you look at the photo that I posted yesterday, like, my morning and then my afternoon, I rubbed my face so much yesterday because I was so exhausted, and they stayed on. So they made that. I'm bringing it up right now so I can find out for you. Hey Brandy, how are you? I should know this off the top of my head, but it's one of those things that, like, so I've been doing Younique for a year and a half, like, using the makeup. And I've used, I mean, that's the same palette that I've used since the beginning. And I've been doing my brows since the beginning because it, like, I guess I never realized how much I needed my brows to get done until I actually did them. And then I was like, oh, okay. So the Brow Obsession palette's $39. And it comes in 3 colors. It's the blonde, brunette, and then dark. And the brush is, I don't even know where it is. I was on her face brush instead of eye brushes. That makes no sense. So they're 19. There's 2 different brushes you could get. There's the spoolie brush that has basically what was on the end of the brow liner, and then on the other end it has this pointed one, which was the one that I used to put on the color, the powder. I use the other side for the wax and the highlighter and pink correcting. Leave that right there. But like I said, I mean, it's been a year and a half and have not had to replace it. So it lasts a long time. So what colors do we want to do for, oh, I didn't put on my, I highly suggest using the eye primer when you do use eyeshadow. You know how, like, when you don't and you get the crease, like your eyeshadow bunches up in that, it doesn't do that with this. It's fantastic. I'm not going to put it on today because I don't plan on having this makeup on very long. How well does the foundation set? Do you find it comes off during the day? Nope. None of them come off during the day. I use setting spray and setting powder as well. Not at the same time, but I'll use one or the other. I started using the setting powder because I got that with the Kudos last month, and I absolutely love it. Like, love it. It's pretty fantastic. It almost gives you like an airbrush look. So as far as coverage, the best one for coverage is the stick foundation, which I started with. Then I would have to say it goes to the liquid foundation, which will be the sample that you're getting in the mail. This one's a medium to full coverage. I love it. I mean, it stays all day. BB cream. I typically use that with our pressed powder on top. So the reason why I use the pressed powder on top is I'm not a very oily person, but I will tend to get some oil during the day. So I'll top it with the pressed powder. And also, which is probably why my lines are so harsh right now. See how my lines are harsh from my, it's because it wasn't a powder. So like a powder mixes better with another powder. So instead of putting my bronzer and blush on top of this, I always try to put the powder, pressed powder, over it, and then I can my lines won't be as prominent, and it just looks like that one's really bad. It just looks more adhesive and like it's supposed to be there. All right, so we'll play with an addiction palette because they are on special this month. They're all my kudos. So right now, the kudos that I have going on, or kudos that Younique has going on, the special I have going on, is one of our addiction palettes. You get to choose. We have 6 of them. It's one of the addiction palettes with also an Epic mascara in your choice of black, brown, or waterproof black. And then your choice of splash lipstick, whatever color you want. And there's many, and I don't even have them all. Probably going to go with the darker one today, like I had the other day, which I absolutely loved. I just don't know what palette to use. So that's number 5. Hey, Piper. You want to come up? No? Okay. No, you can't because Patch is in here. Oh, you want to come up. Come on. All right. And then we have number 4, which is blues and browns. I love this one. Like 1 and 4 are my go-tos. Number 3 is purples and pinks. Number 2 I used yesterday. So this one's like grays and blacks. It's really pretty. I love my eyes from yesterday. And then that's number 1, which is, as you can tell by looking at it, is my go-to one. I absolutely love it. Yes. I do the whole Uology skincare regimen, so I do, you can lay down, babe. So I do moisturize, and then once my moisturizer sets, I put on a primer, which is super important to keep that makeup there. And also it fills in like your wrinkles and anything like that. Basically evens out your skin's texture, so you're working with like a nice smooth canvas, which I highly suggest. And then I let that set for, well, today it was a while. Because I've moved my primer into the bathroom. So that way when I'm done my moisturizer and that has like dried, I don't have that dewy feeling anymore. I put on my primer. And then that I let sit on until I make my way in here to do my makeup. You should at least let it sit on for 3 to 5 minutes. That way you can do its thing. So what palette do we want to do? Speaking of kudos. So another thing I got in the mail. I got this today. I was so excited. This is what I got last month from selling kudos. I got another ring light. I'm so excited for it. I love that it has Younique on the bag. Whoop. I'm excited to set it up. I literally just got it like 2 minutes ago. Oh, Lordy, don't apologize for asking questions. Yeah, of course. No, literally ask away. I love sharing it with people, so. But yeah, so I did, what did I do today? I did the stick foundation. So I primed my face, moisturized, primed, stick foundation, which is this, which is like a full coverage foundation. And it doesn't take much. I used the Kabuki brush to put it on. And then I used, what did I do with it? I used our Duet stick for my highlight. However, we don't sell this anymore. You can go 2 shades lighter on your foundation. 2 shades lighter on your color than your normal foundation color with the cream stick foundation and use that as a highlighter. Or concealer, either or. And then I used the bronzer, and then I did the Seductive blush. And then you hopped on by the brows. So I got a new ring light. So excited to hook it up and use it. Like, so excited. Yeah. I love getting presents in the mail. So what color palette should we do, Diana? We may just do browns. I am only going to the grocery store. Don't need to be completely made up for the grocery store. Let's do the simple brown. I wish I could do palette 6, but mine hasn't come yet. I was hoping. It shipped out the same time as the ring light did, and I was kind of sad when I opened up the bag today that she left on my doorstep. It was not there. So I'm going to clean my brushes from yesterday. All I use is the Artsy Brush Makeup Remover. It's basically like a sponge inside. Just clean that off. I don't want to transfer any of them. And if you guys are not in my VIP group, let me know. I will totally add you. Which the name of that will be changing soon too. The name of that will be changing. The name of, well, I will be creating a business page at some point once I settle on a name. It's so hard because it's like, not that it defines you, but it's kind of like, kind of does. I really like the natural palette. I use the most brown palette. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. So typically my go-tos on this one are Chipper Brassy, Swanky. I'll add a little Forthright. I don't think I've used Zealous, which is the really dark one. And then Elated, which I'm going to start with Elated. With just my deluxe brush and go in and put it above where my crease is to kind of give my eye like a matte look because I don't want it to get too shiny. Yeah, I did the black palette yesterday. I really liked it. I smoked out my eye. Probably wasn't, you know, the best choice for work, but whatever. It looked cute. All right, so that's on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in, and if you aren't in my VIP group, you want to get in my VIP group because I have a special going on. Can't give you details on here, but get in my VIP group. Let me know in the comments if you want to. So I'm going to start with the crease brush. And I'm going to go in with Chipper, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to go in on my crease line. Hey, Kristen. So if I were to use the eye primer, I would want to wait 3 to 5 minutes. And you will be able to tell because if you try to go in with the shadow, it's almost like dragging. Yeah, I can add you, Diana. It's almost like dragging your brush against your eyelid because it hasn't had the time, like proper time to dry, and it's very hard to maneuver. So give it time. All right. Remember, a little goes a long way. It's better to add more than try to take from, because taking from always does not work. So typically if I do this with my blending brush, which my blending brush is my favorite thing. We also have the fluffy crease brush, but I love my blending brush. I'll hold it by the end because you want it to be light when you put it on. Thank you. Where did it just go? Man down. Oh. I was lucky it didn't get her on the way down. Yeah, I typically try to I always lean towards the browns, like the neutrals. All right. So I'm going to use the Forthright, which is the dark one, just at the end to do the corners. I think I'm going to do brass. So typically I'll take Swanky and do this part of my lid, like the front part, and then I'll go in with Brassy and do the rest. I think I'm just going to do all Brassy on the lid today, which I'm going to use my deluxe brush for that. Is it Brassy, right? Yeah, I did. And I'm just going to press it on. And the reason why we press things on you don't want to like mud up your colors. And if sometimes you do that if you get them, if you like blend them too much. That is the last thing I want to do, so. Hey, Sierra. Yeah, like I said, this is the palette I use the most, so that's typically what I lean towards. I think I used number 5 for the first or second time, like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. Because the Moodstruck Addiction palettes are on like the Kudos this month, I've used all of them finally, which is good because I kind of like some of the eye looks I've come up with. How's it going? Are you off today? All right. Yeah, no, the brushes are fantastic. They're fantastic quality brushes. Okay, so I did the Chipper and Brassy. I'm wondering, it's sad in April when you hear plow truck go by. Hate it. I'm gonna wet my finger a little bit with the rose water and go in with that Brassy on my finger and see if it is a little more intense. Nice. Yes, snow day it is. I'm over it. I am over winter. I'm ready to use my deck. I'm just over it. All right. I'm gonna use that 4th right now, which is that darker one. And we'll use the fluffy crease brush for this one. Because I'm just going to bring it in just a little more. Yeah, I use rose water for a lot of things, like to mist my face. I'll use it to like my splurge cream shadows that I don't use that often. I will spray it in there to kind of help liven it up because they don't go bad. So Jimmy G, what's going on? Let's go in there. I'm gonna do that other side, but then I'm gonna switch brushes and go in with the crease. All right, I'm gonna grab that crease brush. And kind of just give it a smoky look. I think browns are legit my jam. I'm going in there really light. No, I've never done makeup and I've never had an arm cast. Knock on wood, I have never broken a single thing in my body. Thank God. going to grab my blending brush, which is my best friend. And I'm just going to go up on that crease line, like the brow bone, and just blend. There's nothing on my brush. It's clean. I'm just trying to blend the stuff I've already done. I think I'm happy with that. I have a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of darker. So another thing, because like I said, eye primer, way to go. I don't have any on today, but when you do use eye primer and you use mascara and you get mascara on your lid anywhere, it's kind of tough to get off. I mean, you can get it off. And then I always go in, and this has concealer on it, my blending bud, and I go in and just kind of tap it out, so that way. All right, so we still have luminizer to do, which I will grab my fan brush for that. And I'm literally just getting all made up to go to the grocery store. This is Benevolent luminizer. Just put it in like that. And you want to go right above your blush. So it should go bronzer, blush, luminizer. What we like to refer to as the Neapolitan. I would say it's my favorite kind of ice cream, but like legit any ice cream is my favorite kind. So I'm also going to take my finger with that. So I could do that, which I'm going to do. But if I wanted to use one of the colors in here, I'd grab the Sincere. I'll just grab Sincere so I can show you guys. And then put a little dot right there. And then right there. And then you can use that as your highlighter up on your brow bone as well. And pretty much all of the Moodstruck palettes that are on sale this month, you're able to do that with, which I love. I could have also done it there, but didn't think about it till I got to my eyes. So what do we have left? Mascara and lips. I'm going to do brown. I need to replace my black, which I have downstairs. I just haven't brought it up. So we're just going to do the brown. And we'll do one coat. We'll let that dry. We'll do our lips in between. And then do another coat. If you haven't tried the Epic, you totally need to. Hey Tara, I need to come visit you. And well, no, I can't visit you till after my vacation in May because I'm strictly keto right now. But girl, you're posting some delicious looking food. All right. So I got one coat. Of course, I got some in my eyeball. All right. I think I really got something in my eyeball. Stellar Sentimental. I think it was Snarky that I used the other day that I love. So I typically lean towards like pinks when I do my lips. Just because I like those colors. But they don't look that great on me compared to like the darker like maroon mauve plums. So we'll do that. I will line my lips. Thought I had a liner up here. I do. That's Prudent. Prudent's a lighter one. Thought I don't know what I use. Gosh, we'll just do Prudent. So I don't have to dig through to find another one. I put lip balm on, or the lip bonbons. All right. So if you ever want to make your lips bigger, you can outline your lips further than where your actual line is. Which I typically do on my upper lip. I don't do it on my lower lip because my lower lip is already big enough. Don't need it looking any bigger. But I do it on my upper lip because my upper and lower lip do not, they're like not the same. Another trick that you can do is grab a white liner and I need to sharpen mine. A white liner and put it in the center of your top and bottom lip and then do your lip color over it, and that will also help your lips look bigger. They'll like look plump in those two areas. And you can just line them and not do anything with them, or you can line them and fill them in. You can also line them, fill them in, and just put a gloss over them. That looks great as well. Or you can line them and put a color over them, which we are going to do today. Do you know why we're doing that today? Anyway, this is part of the kudos. It's the special of the month. Okay, so my dog got into something and she's the worst gas. In the worst, like, she keeps belching. It's disgusting. Okay, legit, when I opened this up, I thought it was this. Nope, it's my dog. It's sitting right behind me. It is patches after all. She gets into so much crap. Literally. So I don't wear lipstick a lot. I'm a type that, hey Sarah, I am a type that prefers her EOS balls or chapstick or whatever. So this stuff stays like fantastic. Like it will dry and will not smudge. But like I said previously, I have to have my lips like feel like they're are moist all the time. So I always end up putting stuff on it and then it comes off. But if you don't need to do that, if you're one of those people that don't have to worry about that, and I drink plenty of water, so don't say it's because I'm dehydrated. Literally like 150 ounces a day. So it's not that. Yeah, so if you're one of the people that does not have to do that, you will love this lipstick. It doesn't get on your teeth. It doesn't get anywhere. If it dries before this video is done, I will show you. All right, coat number 2 of Epic. I need to book my plane ticket tomorrow or Wednesday. So plane tickets are cheaper on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then every like Thursday and Friday, I get an email from Expedia saying your search is now increased, like the price. So I'm going to convention in Orlando in August. And I need to book my plane ticket. I also need to book our plane ticket to Miami in September for the cruise. But like I'm so excited for convention to meet all my Y sisters. It's such a supportive bunch of girls, of women, which is awesome. They don't try to tear each other down, try to build each other. They always help out when, like, ever you need anything. It's cool. And my team's growing, you know, you want to be part of it. Okay, cool. Does it look good? All right. We'll use setting powder. So even if I were to spray my face right now, my mascara still wouldn't run. Which I used to be the setting spray kind of girl. But I'm going to use the powder. Next time I do a live, hopefully I will have my new ring light that I won up and be using that. Thanks for the hearts. It's still not dry. I mean, it's almost dry. But because I had that moisturizer on underneath it, it's going to take a little longer to dry, but I'm like glowing. There we go. I am happy with the finished look. All right, ladies. Everybody have a wonderful snowy Monday. I really don't want to go to the grocery store, but I have to because we didn't plan dinner before I left work yesterday. So it's inevitably what I have to do. Thank God I have an adult vehicle, what I refer to as an adult vehicle. We both had like little Matchbox cars before, so I have my adult vehicle and 4-wheel drive. I'll be able to actually get to the grocery store. Had I had my Hyundai Elantra, would not have been able to get to the grocery store. Thank you. I will add you to that group, Diana, so you can see that extra special that I'm running this month for the kudos. Everyone have a happy Monday. Does it dry out? It's more or less dry. And it doesn't, hold on, let me turn down the light. Like you can see a little bit. Just because it's not fully dry yet. The stuff stays. Yep, I'll add you that as soon as I'm done this video. Happy Monday. I think I'm working a late night tomorrow, so I will hop on here in the morning to do a video. Everyone have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, give me a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Thanks.